Welcome back to another episode of Pocho Sports. We're going to be talking about Ryan Garcia and just what's going on with him, and just his situation. Before we started recording this episode, we were kind of going over it a little bit, but let's just dive a little bit deeper into it. And
Yeah, I mean, I after I believe it was like what 2, 3 days later that there's breaking news that Ryan Garcia took steroids, but it's like I don't understand why they do that after the fight. Why couldn't they do it before? And everything that Ryan Garcia has been posting and trolling and saying about if to, drinking tequila and then these like natural vegan pills saying that those are steroids. I don't know what's going on, but regardless, I just don't understand.
ashwagandha, it's called ashwagandha.
Yeah, well, whatever it was, but I mean, he's trolling all over, and then
No,
Conor
obviously.
McGregor comes out on Twitter saying about Ryan Garcia is a cheater and blah yada yada. Like, why are you coming out when you do steroids too? Like, come on, brother. Like, it's just pettiness all over the place. I don't know. It's just I don't understand why they did this after the fight. I mean, he won 3 pounds over with steroids. It doesn't matter. He won. They're not going to do anything. Even Devin Haney came out and said that he's not really interested in a rematch. And I mean, I wouldn't be either. I mean, he lost.
Um, and just to, I mean, what do you think about that then? Because they were saying, well, Devin Haney and especially uh, he was just saying that that fight shouldn't count, and
I
there
mean,
was some talks with getting that fight off of his record because of the whole overweight situation. He came in 3 pounds heavier, and now that he's caught with PEDs in his system, so it's like that's kind of another reason why he wants that off his record, and he just basically saying it wasn't a fair fight, and do you guys think that should happen? Do you guys, or what do you guys think? Obviously, I don't think it's gonna happen. The fight's done and done. I think the whole Ryan thing is just like if they if this test was done before the fight and they didn't bring it up and they want to bring it to light like after the fight when he's already won and gone through it, like it's just like it doesn't really make too much sense.
I just like why like no, that's just full of excuses. You lost. You got outboxed by a troll, someone who, yeah, Lako's laughing and he called it, even though it was still luck. I still believe it's still luck, but no, I think they should just leave it on his record. Like you lost fair and square, bro. Regardless, you agreed to the 3 pounds over, and you're bitching at an interview. Like nah, move on. That's the way I see it. Move on.
I was the biggest supporter of Ryan Garcia going into the fight,
Oh my
but
goodness.
but you know what I'm gonna say it right now. Like if the B sample, because it was the A sample, right, that came back as positive for, I believe, the PEDs called Osterine. I did some research. Essentially, what it does is it increases body mass, makes you have more what's the word, cardio, essentially, so you don't get as tired as easily. I mean, what a steroid is supposed to do, right? So my understanding is the same as your guys' is, right? Like, so he tested positive before the fight, and I also agree with you. It's like if somebody tests positive for anything, like why let him fight? And then he tested positive for it again after the fight, but at that point it's too late. At that point, Devin Haney already got his ass kicked, and obviously it's really easy to look back at it and say, again, well, Devin Haney got outboxed, right? I even saw a Debo Samuel post. I'm sure you guys have seen it, where he freaking like says that either way he got outboxed, right? It's like, well, obviously he got outboxed. We all saw the fight, but if the guy was on drugs, if he was on steroids, if he was doing PEDs, well, then just kind of makes you wonder what would have happened if he wasn't doing that. And then Devin Haney, honestly, dude, this guy just like he makes himself look much more dumb when he opens his mouth. Like these interviews he's doing about it, I'm like, bro, just stay quiet, dude. Just you and your dad stay quiet. Let these lawyers, let these like investigators figure this all out, bro. Just zip it up, because he makes himself look worse. Like I was hearing an interview, I think it's on ESPN, where he's like, yeah, like honestly, I didn't know like if he was on anything, but he did seem bigger, and now that I look back at it, it does kind of make sense. And I'm paraphrasing it, something along the lines of like, it does make sense. Like he did seem a little bit bigger, a little bit faster. Like he could have killed me. It's like, okay, bro.
And you
Okay,
know
all
what?
right.
Sorry to interrupt you, Lego, but looking at the fight too, though, and looking at previous fights from Ryan Garcia, like it would make sense if they do really want, if people really want to go with the whole like steroid thing, and if they want to believe that that helped them in the fight and stuff, because one way you could look at it is also in this fight, Ryan Garcia didn't look tired how he has in the past fights. And with Gervonta Davis, I think it was a stamina issue as well. And just in his previous fights, when he gets past like the sixth round, you start seeing that stamina. And he doesn't really have the best stamina. So it was kind of different in this fight where he was actually like, okay, he was on top of Haney every single fucking round and he dominated Haney. Like, and I think if let's say that report didn't come out and he didn't come in overweight, I think it would have been the same outcome. It's just like he got outboxed, bro. Like it was just Ryan Garcia was miles above Devin
It
Haney.
was a fucking hug fest. My man was tired too.
Who?
Like you said that was
Devin
supposed
Haney?
to give you.
What?
No, Ryan Garcia. You said that the steroid is supposed to give you cardio. My man was hugging. Both of them were hugging most of the fucking time.
Ryan Garcia wasn't hugging. It was Devin Haney.
I saw both of them hugging.
Ryan Garcia, bro. No, Ryan Garcia was dominating Devin Haney. He was trying to get
Well, yeah,
punches
I
off.
will give you that, but my man was still tired.
He wasn't tired compared to his last fights, how he normally is, where he literally like just fucking goes batshit crazy and just starts throwing this defense out the fucking window. Like he was not the one doing the hugging, bro. It was Devin Haney, and even in like midway through the fight,
when
Ryan Garcia was like, "Yo, what are you doing?" Like
when he got knocked down, that first knockdown that surprised us all. Yeah, that's when I started noticing that Haney was hugging more because he was possibly like knocked out. But I thought when I was watching the fight, both of them were hugging. I mean, I did see a little improvement in Ryan Garcia, but I felt like he was still tired.
I just want to. Well, I guess we could move on to like what other people are saying, and I'm gonna go obviously with Conor McGregor. I think he deleted the tweet off his Twitter because I tried finding it right now and I couldn't. So I just found like a repost of it on like a news article or whatever. But he basically said, cheated the weight and was juiced. Lifetime ban. Sad to see, sad to say, sad and a bit sick. Don't come near me if I see you ever, Ryan Garcia. I am actually disgusted. This Australian, yeah, it reminds me of Sean O'Malley was on that as well. I don't like this. I'll bust yous both up. Do you want to spar? I will set flights right now for you both for a full-on spar each. Hotel, Black Forge Inn, the lot. Hashtag let's spar O'Malley. And then hashtag Garcia. Two little Austrian heads. I'll ride you both like yous are ostriches. What the fuck is up? What do you think you're at? If I was Haney's dad, you're dead no matter what for doing that. Crazy. What the fuck happened to you, you little fool? Get your head together, cause I'm gonna smash it in with elbows if you don't. Fair play, Devin. Well done. Your performance has just become even more heroic. Bravo. Get your head together or kill yourself, bro. So I can see why he deleted it.
He sounds like a hypocrite,
bro.
Yeah, exactly.
He switched up hella, bro. And remember this. McGregor was with Ryan Garcia in this last fight, and he was there in the Gervonta Davis fight with Ryan Garcia. And even after the fight, he was praising Ryan Garcia for winning it. His time came, all that stuff. Now it's like he's the complete opposite, bro. He's literally fucking told him, get your head together or kill yourself. Like, what the fuck? Like, that's crazy, bro. You just flipped up.
Again, he's a hypocrite. My man is acting like he's not juiced. He's freaking juiced up. Like, obviously, he's probably gonna, when they do the test for the UFC fight later on, that's a different topic for another day, but he's gonna come out clean. But my man was fucking juiced up. So I don't know why he's saying all that bullshit when, again, he's a hypocrite in my mind. I don't like Conor McGregor, and I hope he gets his ass kicked by Michael Chandler.
Yeah, I mean that can be obviously that'll be a whole another video when we get closer to the date of that fight. But I mean, this isn't going to affect Ryan Garcia. I don't think personally. I don't think.
Well, no, he's
Of course not.
He's having the time of his life right now. He's with
going to
Donald
continue
Trump.
doing. Yep.
He's doing his little adventure side quest.
Yeah, he was hanging out with Deion Sanders.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh yeah, bro. That shit. Yeah, that's funny.
Shadow boxing with
Prime.
Deion Sanders. Shadow boxing with Donald Trump. He's a happy man, trolling everyone, drinking tequila. I guess. Actually, no, I'm not gonna say that. He's not the star of boxing right now. Never mind.
Guys, I just want to say one last thing, and maybe you guys will disagree with me, but I was the biggest advocate of Ryan Garcia going into the fight. If the B sample comes back positive, I think he should be disqualified and banned from the sport. And maybe you guys will disagree with me, but like if he comes back, the B sample comes back positive, I do think that win should be vacated for him because he cheated to win.
If you ain't cheating, you ain't trying. That's all I gotta say. I mean, all jokes aside, you're right. Like, if that B sample comes out positive, I think they should ban him from boxing.
He won't get banned from boxing. There's you have to remember Ryan Garcia isn't the first person. Even if this whole situation was true, he's not the first boxer ever to take steroids and be caught with it. They're not gonna give him a lifetime ban
Well, yeah,
just because he's Ryan
yeah.
Garcia, and so a
Well,
suspension
I don't
seems
expect
more realistic.
I don't expect a
I don't
ban,
think.
but I do expect time off from boxing, like years.
Yeah, I mean
I
they
see
won't
it
go
that way.
they won't go too deep with it, and even if they do, it's not like they're gonna scratch it off of like Devin Haney's record and give him his
Okay,
his like undefeated record again.
yeah. Okay, before we go, question. So if he does come out positive, how many years do you think he's banned from boxing?
Like a year or two, my opinion.
Lako,
Because
Josh.
that's what they did to John Jones, didn't he? He got suspended for a while.
If
Let's just see though.
if he cheated the sport, man, get rid of his ass. Like if he cheated the sport, like that's uncalled for. That's not needed in the game. Like literally, you cheated the sport. And I kind of goes back to one of our other topics for a previous episode, Pogba, right? He got a 4-year ban,
All right,
and he was also doing the same thing, right?
Who?
Now, I'm not saying obviously the
Pogba.
business aspect does come into play here, and I don't see
I'm
them
about to say.
banning him for 4 years or banning him a lifetime. I see him maybe giving him like a year, which is a slap on the wrist.
So there was a fighter similar to like Ryan Garcia, and he was the same way. He was like, I think American was way better though. American was definitely way better. But he actually was caught with steroids, and he was banned for 2 years. And they're saying that it could be the same thing with Ryan Garcia if this is true. Allegedly he does come back positive. So 2 years seems realistic. If this does, but I don't think so because he did take a test after immediately and it came back negative. I don't know about that B test you're talking about, Lako. I don't know. I don't know if the one he took and it came back negative was the A one, but yeah, 2 years seems realistic.
The A1 came back positive, and the B sample is still pending results. And I second your comment, by the way. Amir Khan was a heck of a fighter.
Yeah, he was good until he got knocked out by Canelo. That shit was crazy. That was good. That was a good fucking knockout. But yeah, I mean, unless you have anything else to say, then we should be good, right?
We're good.
Okay.
We're good.
All right. Well, thank you again for watching. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and give us a like. We're trying to get those numbers up. So, yeah, appreciate you guys. And, yeah, thank you.
See you on the next one.